May 5, 2022. This is number 1121 of these sessions, taking you into the dimension where the station of light exists. Are you ready? Relax your body, open your mind, take in a natural breath, and as you let it out, be with me in the gathering, in the receiving area of the station of light. I am Lani, bringing you into this extra-dimensional space, beyond the ordinary thought forms and the reality of your locality and existence, into the expanded state of consciousness. Focus within this extra-dimensional space. You are welcomed here, beloved. I am that one known as Aurum, and I draw you into the space even deeper, and upon moving into the space, you are receiving interdimensionally in your greater field of consciousness all that is required for you at this time. And it contains the potential that you are expanding into and drawing into your life pattern, into your expanded awareness currently. You have shifted forward. Do you realize that, and do you acknowledge that? The shifting forward, of course, in your language infers that you have moved, you have stepped up, you have accepted a greater level of understanding. Perhaps you would say you've learned something new and it's opened your horizons. Indeed, these are all relevant phrases to help you understand your state of consciousness. And though we use the word the state of consciousness, it is always expanding, and you are expanding further and further. Your limits become extended, and as that happens, you change the reality that you exist in. Absorb what you are receiving in the field of energy that envelops you here. This quantum field of light will assist you in the ways that you may feel or realize that you need. And always there is a further depth to what you feel and know that would be helpful to you. Allow the expansion of your awareness to envelop everything that you will be working with and what is appropriate for you to understand as you shift your reality, even as you appear here and as your physical form appears. There is a shift occurring. The patterns that Earth is receiving has created and given you the energy for this shift to occur. And therefore many of you will be feeling the change within your own energy field and the spaces within the bioenergetic form that you have, the energy. You may feel that your energy status can be identified in a different way. So the status also of how you measure your physical form energy is also being transformed as a result of the higher light field you are exposed to. It is necessary that you consciously accept the quantum light field for this to happen. It is you who allows this to happen. We are presenting you into the space where it is possible for you to receive all of this, because in this presentation and your presence here in the station, you are beyond the limits of what you know as your conscious thought form mind. Much of that conscious mind relates to common experiences in your current lifetime and in the lifetimes of other aspects of you. Therefore, in this space with us, there is the ability you have to absorb it all, to allow it to assist you, because you are here on the planetoid named Earth for this purpose, to experience the incoming light rays and to allow those to radiate out into the energetic grid that exists throughout the consciousness field, the living organism that is planetoid Earth. Shifting your perspective shifts the reality that you are in. We speak now about the observers who watch you and who bring to you thought forms or images which are all part of your expanded field of consciousness, and they are introduced to you in readiness for you to make a bigger shift and to identify further creative energies for you to use, and to use in such a way that you are expanding your field, you are moving more freely into other areas of existence. You are essentially linking on your individual pathway and connection back to your original point of existence, and that of course relates to the original creation. And so in these sessions you are gathering in more of the energy and information that you as an individual are receiving, but also you as part of the individual of the Earth station is receiving. The many others who are also receiving, together you are creating that consciousness field, the movement, the shift, the enhancement of you. This may give you a sense that you belong somewhere else from what you have been exposed to from the moment of your birth. You do exist in other dimensions of consciousness, of course, and that prime existence is what we refer you to as your original point of existence. We come about this using different words and images so that you isolate the particular point and you separate yourself from distractions and disturbances along the pathway. As you continue to experience the original flows of light, this is where you engage the connections with, you might say, other world beings, other dimensional beings, with whom you align and synchronize certain patterns of creation. Many aspects of you are involved in this, and so you are stabilizing your connection and strengthening it. You may consider what is the ultimate outcome or the end result. For the moment, for the present, it is sufficient for you to realize that you are traveling, shifting beyond the state where you may have been aware that you felt you were stationary, you were unable to move simply because the next step on the pathway was not clear to you or seemed to be under a limitation of some sort. So as you move forward in the pathway presented to you through these sessions as a reminder of your true pathway, you metaphorically move through a gateway. Of course, there are many gateways or portals, so your selection is important, your intention and your focus. Moving through these portals is important, and you will remember we often have you focus as you move through the solar portal, receiving the energy frequency patterns as you do that. The energy frequency patterns are encoded information, and your consciousness, you, the essence of you, decodes that. It is a process which you have already engaged within you. You will be aware also that plans or circumstances or experiences can change rapidly. So when you are focused with your intention on the clear pathway, appropriate changes and transformations do occur in a sense that you would think that was instant change and transformation. As you expand further and you connect into the greater fields within this quantum light existence, these transformations increase, and they happen very quickly. Allow yourself to experience this as you feel the impact and the energy through the solar portal upon you. Receiving this also will give you the realizations that many of the realities that exist around the planet and the influences upon the planet relate to individuals' personal experiences. This is where you choose your experience and what you are resonating with. There are many activities occurring around you in this station of light, which you are participating in. You could be using the information you've collected in the multi-dimensions of existence. You could be working with beings who are revealing clear patterns and pathways. And always there is the overlighting observation, review and assistance of the group of beings within a high council existing here. Being aware of this means that you have a connection with that. Also, you will know it is a collective experience and a collective allowance or permission that is required before any action can be brought into manifestation. So as you move into connections with the council, you are delivering all of the thoughts and all of the experiences that you accumulate to be assessed. And that flows out into the various areas of organized beings who then gather in the information that is needed for you to restore, to rebuild, to examine, and also to shift into the higher perspective, the higher manifestation of reality. This will flow out through your actions and through that which you align with in every level of existence. This was the pattern that was needed for you, and you will be aware now that you are being brought back into the initial gathering space, and you are assimilating all of the information through this session, through this point of consciousness that you chose to experience. This is for you. Aurum out. Thank you, Aurum. Lani again. as I bring my awareness and I collect in all of that information that I was aware of as it was brought to all of us, and we bring all of this back into the dimensional, physical location that we exist in. So remember, we are existing in different areas all around the planet. There may be some around the equator, there might be some from the northern aspects or the southern aspects. And everywhere in between, all around this sphere of existence known as planet Earth. So here you are, you're bringing all of this back right down into your body. Breathe it into you. Breathe out all of the old, breathe in all of this new, right down through the center of your being, right down into the earth. And if it's necessary for you to connect with the beings within the oceans or within any subterranean area, you will be doing that. Sharing, working together in what seems to me like an upgrade pathway. So again, take in a conscious breath, and as you let it out, and when you're ready, open your eyes and orient yourself back into where your body is and into earth time in the moment that we measure it. And take a few moments to remember and absorb all of the energy shifts. Thank you.